What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. They go right back to Hall. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Hall once more. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Jaguar first down. Man in motion here. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Hall there to haul it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 38. Diving, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Fields out of the gun. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They've got a man in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Houston in just a moment. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 33 on second down. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
No march, no march. Angel. 11. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First down throw for Fields. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it'll be second down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Looking right, and he finds it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Don't jump, ready? Right.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go. Easy.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Fields on 3rd. He's on the move. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Oilers make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Lawrence now off the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Runs inside the 35. And finally stopped at the 34. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Complete out to the right. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Fields on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Fields to throw it. Buying some time left. He's keeping it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Up. Here we go. Hey, Ken. Cut.
From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Oilers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Oilers tie things up at 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First down throw, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Now it's Lawrence. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He'll throw it. This time they're going to get there and they drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Looking to throw. Brought in right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
They'll send him over right. Play action, Fields. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to is the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. This throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Hall running between the tackles. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He's back to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now a give left side. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, block if you want. Extend.
Another carry for him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
11. Minute. Right.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, couldn't connect. Second down.
It's now second and 10.
Here we go. Alpha. Go.
Give now to the running back. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Off play action, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's not going to escape this. The Jags drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they pick him off again. And the Jaguars get it off his 50th career INT.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, oh, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Honest Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
Oilers 14.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, 5-51.
Here's Fields to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. Brought in inside the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Oilers get it back to within 2 possessions. That one right down the middle. And the Oilers get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Lawrence now off the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds his target, Hall. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to push one deep down the road. This is caught inside the 15. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Jaguars moments away from a 2-0 start. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run here. It's Hall. Has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the fourth. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Chip clear.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
Here we go. All right.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He rolls to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Fields now on third. A bit of desperation on this deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
A give left side for Hall. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Third down give to Hall. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
And the Jaguars
For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.